women's bodies every 28 days tell them a parable about the shedding of blood for the renewing of life. You don't think that changes the way that we encounter the scriptures? Men only bleed when something is wrong. Women's bodies every 28 days tell them a parable about the shedding of blood for the renewing of life. You don't think that changes the way that we encounter the scriptures? Men only bleed when something is wrong. Women's bodies every 28 days tell them a parable about...
Shalom to the nation of Israel. Before we get started, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rukaha, Quadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations to the remnant, men, women, children, shalom, right? So, this your brother Shopper, man. These chicks, man, these chicks, man, these chicks, these female pastors, man. What's her name? Let me make sure I get, who is she? Jen Wilkins. Jen Wilkins. I mean, let's get to the scripture. She made the womb is blessed and cause they have a cycle and all of that shit and whoop-de-whoop-whoop-whoop. Let's get Leviticus chapter 15 and 19, man. Right? Leviticus 15 and 19. And if a woman have an issue, and her issue in her flesh be blood, she shall be put apart 7 days, and whosoever toucheth her shall be unclean even until the evening. And everything that she lieth upon in her separation shall be unclean. Everything also that she sitteth upon shall be unclean. And whosoever toucheth her bed shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and be unclean until the evening. And whosoever toucheth anything that she sat upon shall wash his clothes and bathe himself in water and be unclean to the evening. Man, what is she talking about, man? What is she talking about, man? What is she talking about? Oh, that's the Old Testament. Yeah. Well, let's see what Yahushai say. When the chick jumped up and blesses the womb that bore you and all of this. It's real quick. They just, and I'm like, they say these things because this that Queen of Heaven worship, man. This that Queen of Heaven worship, man. Luke chapter 11 and 27. Right? 11 and 27. Yeah, there you go. And it came to pass, as he spoke these things, a certain woman in the company lifted up her voice and said unto him, Blessed is the womb that bare thee, and the paps which thou hast sucked. But he said, and this is why, boy, Jesus, who y'all ignorantly call Jesus, whose real name is Yahushai, red letter. This is what he answered and said to her. But he said, yea, rather blessed are they that hear the word of the Most High and keep it. Yeah. So clearly the scriptures say that a woman shall not be teaching. Clearly it say that a woman, if she learn at all, she should be quiet in the congregation. If she learn at home, if she do, matter of fact, let's just get it then. Being that I stumbled on it, let's just get them real quick. 1 Corinthians 14. Let's just get them real quick. Like how the elder apostle Tahar say, it's lessons within lessons. Let's get it real quick. Yeah. 1 Corinthians 14 and 32. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. Let your woman keep silent in the churches. No, we could teach. Let your woman keep silent in the churches. Oh, we could be a prophetess. Let your woman keep silent in the churches. For it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home, for it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church. See? It's not my words. It's the Lord's words right here. It's the Lord's words. Where is it at? Let's get it. 1 Timothy 2. There you go. 1 Timothy 2. 9. In like manner also the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence. Two places. Let the woman learn in silence, with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. Titus, what should the woman be doing then? Let's get Titus. What should Let's see. We give it to you. What should the woman? Who should the woman be teaching and where? Let's get that. Titus chapter 2, verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, not going about with all these crazy doctrines and all of that shit. And yeah, you could look at it and yeah, you don't want to be a drunkard. Abusing too much of anything is abuse. But then 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the Most High not be blasphemed. Be not blasphemed. Yeah, this is what they should be doing, man. Oh, well, as you know, you a male chauvinist pig. Well, okay, whatever. Whatever you gonna do, whatever you gonna say. This the scriptures, it ain't my word. Jeremiah 31:22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Yeah, so this is where we at with it now. We at where women putting it out there that there's nothing new under the sun. Cause I bleed every month. I'm more. She closer to the Lord. I don't know. I don't know. Let's get Acts chapter 19. And let's go 24. 19 and 24. For a certain man named Demetrius, a silversmith, which made silver shrines for Diana, brought no small gain unto the craftsmen, whom he called together with the workmen of like occupation, and said, Sirs, ye know that by this craft we have our wealth. So just like then, just like now. The churches, that's who is in the churches now. The women. The women is in the churches. So they got this, all of a sudden, the woman doctrine or a woman friendly doctrine is what's being pushed in the churches, man. That's why they in there with the tight clothes on and all this, and they're twerking all over the place, speaking in tongues, flipping around, teaching the scriptures. There's a woman-friendly doctrine in the church. Whom he called together with the workmen of like occupation, and said, Sirs, ye know that by this craft we have our wealth. Yeah, it's a hustle. The church is a hustle. The church is a hustle. Moreover, ye see and hear that none alone at Ephesus, but almost throughout all Asia, this Paul have persuaded and turned away much people, saying that they be no gods, which are made with hands. Yeah. Yeah. In the church, the Jesus Christ, all that shit is bullshit. So that not only this, our craft is in danger to be set at naught, but also that temple of the great goddess Diana should be despised, and her magnificence should be destroyed. Yeah, the woman is exalted up here. A new thing in the earth. The woman is exalted. They preach it. Mary, man, what they was even talking about making Mary part of the Trinity, right? Whom all Asia and the world worshipeth. And when they heard these sayings, they were full of wrath and cried out, saying, Great is Diana of Ephesus. Yeah. It's nothing new under the sun. It's the same thing. Jeremiah 7 and 18. It's the same thing, man. Same thing, man. It's the same thing all over again, man. Let's go. Yeah, let's go 7 and 18. The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger. Yeah. This nothing new under the sun, man. Nothing new under the sun. Let's get it. Let's go back to Leviticus, right? We got where she's unclean on her cycle. Let's get where she's unclean after the birth. Leviticus 12 and 2. Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a woman have conceived a seed and born a man child, then she shall be unclean 7 days. No, she shall be exalted. Then she shall be unclean 7 days, according to the days of the separation. For her infirmity shall she be unclean. And in the 8th day the flesh of his foreskin shall be circumcised. And she shall continue then in the blood of her purifying 33 days, 60 days. She shall touch no hollow thing, nor come into the sanctuary until the days of her purifying be fulfilled. And if she bear a maid child, then she shall be unclean 2 weeks as in her separation, and shall continue in the blood of her purifying 66 days. Almost 80 days right there, that she will be unclean. And when the days of her purifying are fulfilled for a son or for a daughter, she shall bring a lamb of the first year for a burnt offering, and a young pigeon and a turtle dove for a sin offering unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation unto the priest. Because she is unclean, man. Because she is unclean. So what is she talking about? What is Pastor, whatever her name is, what is she talking about? What is she talking about? Proverbs 17 and 6. Matter of fact, let's get this one, Jeremiah. Let's go to Jeremiah, back to Jeremiah 1 and 5. I got to get this one. Jeremiah chapter 1 and 5. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. The Lord, man. The Lord is the one that did these things, man. The Lord is the one that did these things. Women is getting you going off, doing too much, man. Doing too much. Has the conscious community niggas with the black woman is God and all this. Doing too much, man. Psalms 127 and 3. Lo, children are a heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. No, it's her reward. It's his reward. Woo! Blessed be the womb, cause it bleeds. It bleeds every month. Ridiculous, man. 17 and 6. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 6. Yeah. Children's children are the crown of old men, and the glory of children are their fathers. Cause men determine the bloodline. Men plant the seed. And seeds all over the place. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, seed, thou seed shall be blessed, man. There's no place in here that say, and thy egg will be blessed, man. So I don't know what this chick is talking about right here. What's her name again? Jen Wilkins. I don't know what Jen Wilkins is talking about with this statement right here.
Life. Women's bodies every 28 days tell them a parable about the shedding of blood for the renewing of life.
That they are unclean every month. That they are unclean. And anything they touch is unclean. And it has to be purified. That's the parable that it says. So with that one, we're going to close out. All praises, honor, glory to Yahweh. By Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rukahakwadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the brothers, the men at Great Millstone that rule well, that taught me this truth. To the hopeful elect out there scattered abroad, unlike unto a speckled bird, tabernacle of King David, 144,000 mighty men. Peace, blessings, salutations, and to the remnant, men, women, children, remain spiritual out there. Kwam Yasharala, and Abba Baraka Thumb family. Shalom.